Yeah, so then Jordan Travis basically takes over for James Blackman last year. The stats aren't going to be for stat geeks that look at certain measurables. You know, you want your quarterback in this day and age to hit on 65% of his passes. And guys like Mac Jones and Trevor Lawrence and Justin Fields are more in the 72 to 75% range. Jordan Travis completes 55%. That's not all on him. That's a lot of offensive line. That's wide receiver issues, 6 TDs, 6 picks. But obviously, the running threat that he is, 6 yards per carry, and that includes sacks. So, how do you think he played last year? Do you think there's much room for growth?
I think there's a lot of room for growth. And coming into the season, like I said, Jordan Travis wasn't expected to be the starter whatsoever. What's funny is that Kenny Dillingham and Mike Norvell ended up putting him as a third quarterback in the depth chart. Tate Rodemaker was actually the backup to James Blackman. If we all remember the game, I forget which one it was. It's third game. Where Jordan Travis ended up being the third option after Tate Rodemaker, I believe. I don't know if it was a pick six or threw a interception pretty early on. Kind of was really off to start off. Just wasn't ready for college football. You could tell at that level. And Jordan Travis is thrown in there, and boom, is able to throw a deep ball. They allow him to throw some. Obviously, we know his legs, and that offense was actually churning, which at that point, the games before, they were really struggling. And you know, Mike Norvell came here to run and score. Came here to run, score, and score a lot of points. And that's just what Jordan Travis was able to bring. There's still some things that he's got to work on. Obviously, throwing is something that has hindered him. I think I was pretty impressed, though, with allowing him, or the way he was making some deep throws. I thought he impressed and shocked a lot of people. I wish they kind of would have stayed more consistent with Jordan Travis, not hindering after he's making big throws like that. Keep it going, keep it coming, get the rust off of him. There's just certain things he's got to get better at his reading, and that's just practically what has hindered him, his reads, and then also staying consistent with completions and throwing it deeper. I think Mike Norvell and Kenny Dillingham are heading into the spring, really making this one-on-one competition on who's going to be the starter against Notre Dame. But getting into the season, for the rest of the season, I don't think it's going to be a one-man show, if that makes any sense. It just depends on, hey, do you want to take the first snap? Do you want to take the first series down against Notre Dame? You just can't get Jordan Travis off the field. There's no way you can do that. I think he would have transferred already. I think we would have already heard him having intentions on looking around. There's going to be an offense for both Mackenzie Milton and Jordan Travis this season. There's just no way you can keep him off the field. Even if you put him at a slot, you can still put him in the backfield with Corbin and Toa Philly. You could use him as a running back. I think he has great vision. Jordan Travis is going to be on that field and going to be on the field a lot in the backfield, in my opinion.